Episode 5! Yay! And this episode, we are going to do Hokkaido versus Japan. 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 I don't know what. It's like echo, okay? And so we start off over here. Yay! Um, they take over back to Colin, where this whole colony started. And they finally notice their islands have been taken over after like a decade, and they slowly invade back as Hokkaido, which they find out is a ghost island. They find absolutely no one left on the island, and it is considered to be one of the dangerous places in this world because of how many people have died there during the Hokkaido genocide. In this scenario, of course, not really in real life. In this, yeah, was there like a real Hokkaido genocide? Just a disclaimer. You know, and you know what? The blue team kind of wants to jump in. Good for you, blue team, doing something. So the blue team kind of takes this area over. Slow, well, not really slowly, like really fast. Because in this case, Korea, which is they finally call themselves that now, is like really strong. Wait, what does Korea mean? High or noble cast land. Oh, castle or land. Goryeo, 10th century dynasty, or Polar Peninsula, Arabian betrayers. Korea itself is named after ancient kingdom Goryeo, often imported as being high or noble castle land. Okay. And so, yeah. But guys, what's this? You want to join in too? Okay, we can make that happen. Oh my god, like, what's happening? Wasn't, like, the red team the strongest army? Well, no. Well, they're not really the strongest compared to a group of people. But also, this kind of dark red team joins this team in exchange for all of Korea and bits of Hokkaido. Japan and this area want to split it. Like they're forming a new alliance mid-war. And ever since that happened, things kind of have been going so smoothly. Because this kind of like happens. The Taipei, they moved their capital from Taipei to Shanghai, by the way, to make themselves more local to the area. They get more news. It's like kind of more circular, not circular, but like in their like middle. And the red team claps back because the blue team can't fight two fronts at once, so they leave. And then the dark red team gives this part back and this part, and this part. And you kind of see where this is going. Yeah. Something is happening. They're kind of fighting back. And they're trying to take over back that strongest in the world title. And yeah. This happens. But then the red team and this kind of darker red team form another alliance but they're not really gonna fight, but it's kind of like an economical alliance. So and they start producing N, and this is where the modern world gets N from, or sorry, yen. Isn't it pronounced N though, Japanese? And after a few more centuries of them, a few centuries of them fighting, they finally come to a cease agreement with Korea still being like a really like a better communist. So they kind of agreed to a peace treaty here, and they moved their capital right there along the coast. China gets, oh yeah, they call themselves China now, and they move the capital farther up. You know what they move it to? Beijing. You see where this is going? Yeah. And so this is where we get Beijing from. And well, they're the first country to kind of establish two capitals. One of them is in whatever hell Shanghai, three capitals. Sorry, Taipei to rule this area, Shanghai to rule this area, and then Beijing to rule this area. Where am I at? 6 minutes. Okay, we have enough for the ending of the war. But however, the red team gets a bit of land because they kind of contributed after that team came in. Actually, wait, no, they get the rest of Hokkaido, or part of Hokkaido. They get this southern part right here. And yeah, I think this is a really good WICSO episode 5, you know? We can reuse a lot of these colors. Not really reuse, but, you know, we're getting closer to being able to reuse colors. Yeah. Oh, a few years after that, this kind of happens. Yeah. That's it for this episode. This is episode 5, guys. Bye.